There we go.
Hello and hello and welcome back to
There we go. Now.
Fractured Moon with Team Genius. We were off last week, but we are here again. Once again, I am here with Vex, with Kat, and with Penny, playing as Team Genius. If you all remember from last time, Team Genius had found themselves heading down to the Shimmering City, aka the City of Mirrors, to visit one of their friends, who's now the queen there, because she's having a baby shower.
Hey.
Along the way, they met a fanboy of Lilia's father, who she has yet to tell that she's the reason why he's dead.
I mean, he's the reason he's dead.
He's the reason he's dead, but she is the one who killed him.
It happens.
And then, while they were in the City of Mirrors, they had a few days beforehand, and during that time, there was an assassination attempt on Queen Aimee. They were able to drive the assassin away. However, it is still the day of the baby shower, and, well, no one's called the party off.
I mean, who are we to call the party off? And it's Amy it is. Did we get a long rest or short rest between the last time, or no?
I am actually going to give you guys a long rest just because Amy postpones it for one day. Doctor's orders.
All right. Perfect.
Yes?
Does Lola know she's the cause of her dad's death?
Yes. Lilia knows that. Remember, she can't remember that wild magic surge that caused you to burn every single spell slot that you had. You realized that the magic surged through you and just you were used as a conduit for it, and all you remember from it is spells going haywire. However, you do remember right before your father cast domination on you, and you were ticked at him.
He's kind of a dick.
Yeah, just a bit of one.
Yeah.
Pour one out for your homie. Oof.
So,
I mean, a little patricide never hurt anybody, except for the parent.
So, it is the morning of the party. People have started to filter in. The first three who are there are Sheba, Belladonna. If you remember, everyone remembers Sheba had traveled with them all the way to the east. Belladonna, his wife, who is the one who transformed him into a vampire, as well as their child, Zilvra. Xena. Sorry,
I was saying, when did
looking
Zilver get adopted by them? She doesn't recall this happening.
Sorry, I have too many
Also,
Z names.
George, can you just...
Yeah?
We have audio, I'm assuming, but just double check for me, just because I always like to do this before the stream.
Yes, let me double check.
Just like I said, I can't really check it without reverb happening.
Yeah.
Also, quick aside, thank you everyone for whoever's watching this. Thank you for watching it either on YouTube or Twitch. We just hit affiliate status, so holy crap! Thanks everybody for following and watching. And you'll see ads here that'll be giving us money. So,
which will all be going to help the stream
and the channel itself.
The channel, and just to help keep us going with it.
Someone's got to pay for that.
It's not actually going to Disney.
I'm actually just buying a shit ton of drugs, and that's what I mean by it's going to the channel. Content.
You heard it here.
Have you met us?
I mean, yeah. So none of us would do the drugs, and we'd all... Actually, I'd say none of us would do that, and we'd just spend it on the responsible thing, because all of us are responsible adults. Back to the game.
That's true. Actually, after the long rest, no, your hit points are back to full because you are no longer poisoned. It was the poison itself that you guys thought was some form of food poisoning, which turned out to actually be
literal
poisoned
food.
But no, you guys are back to full health.
Yes. I have my Naruto bullshit I can pull again.
Yes, you have that Naruto bullshit you can pull again. My Hokage.
Talk about that shit.
So, yes, Xena, Shiba, and Belladonna are the first to arrive, and Xena is a very wild child for being the very stick thin creature that she is. However, soon after, a lot more people start arriving. You see if a few Kalashams uh, in their decorated and dyed leathers and hides. One of them is even sporting a long feather headdress that curls up over half the head and trails down halfway down her back. Uh, a few Gallifords arrive. You recognize Jillian, and you hear her long before you see her, as she still has two mechanical legs, both of which are very noisy, as you all will recall. You then also see a few more Stromkirks and even some Havershams arrive. The Havershams are once again their resplendent white and gold leathers. And
Nice.
with one of the Havershams, you notice someone very familiar, Dominic. Dominic immediately spots you, Lilia, and and brings his invited guest over, as he's the +1. uh, uh,
You're not getting rid of him.
This is water.
Thankfully.
I'm a responsible adult who has to go to class in my lunch bag. I'm sure Lily would be drinking.
Oh, definitely.
Lily, it's wonderful that you're here as well. I'd like to introduce you to my friend, Gally, Gallian Havisham. She gives you a slight nod and a bit of a curtsy. Uh, it, did did you did you know why it was changed from yesterday?
Doctor's orders.
Doctor's orders, yes.
Oh,
Have to make sure she and the baby are okay.
is anything wrong?
But I think she was just feeling a little under the weather. They just want to be extra careful.
Well, that's very good. We wouldn't want anything bad to happen.
Fishing in bullshitting, by the way. I know it's not an official language, but it should be. This isn't the case, get at me.
So, as people start to file in, you also notice that some servants come out, and food and drink are being brought around. So the general layout of this area, it's a very central, almost forested area in this level of the tower. And most of the people are gathering in here. It's roughly about 100 by 100. There are hallways off to each side. One is in the middle of the left side, if you're standing at the doorway, and one is at the far end of the right side. Each one leads off into another area that you can congregate at. One of them's a bit more, the one on the right is a bit more of a sitting area for people, a bit more of a traditional study, whereas the one off to the left is, you can hear some music actually drifting out from it. It's more of a it's too small to be a dance floor, but it's more a place where people can congregate and gather with music.
The posh kind of parties.
Yes, and the restrooms are located in the far back left, just for any of your characters who may need to know.
For just in case of emergencies, like something happens to us later on.
No, but just in case your characters would need to know, because your characters are mortal. So,
That's what you think. Silver's gonna live forever. Judging by
episodes later.
George, judging by your track record, I mean, hey, how many times can you
So-
die before you can't die anymore?
So,
Not test that.
to start the party off, Dominic's date has basically dragged him away, as there are some other people she wants to introduce him to.
Cat's like, thank
So-
God.
So, what are you all going to do? It seems that the party has started.
All right, Silver would kind of. I mean, I assume we probably dropped the presents off we brought.
Yes, all the presents have been dropped off. There, large ones, small ones, some very long ones, others that only about the size of a thimble, even.
Nice.
That's a choking hazard.
It's probably for the mom, not for the baby.
Yeah.
And-
The family friendly.
Now, if it's thimble size, it might not be worth using it. So, but yeah,
Why?
That's not even okay.
but yes, Silver will actually. Oh, what was his name? The guy who was our guide. I'm horrible with names. I'm sorry.
Sheba.
Sheba. Silver would probably head over to him.
It is good to see you again. Very sorry I've not been able to come by recently, but Xena, he goes over and basically picks his daughter up, who
Rude.
had been trying to climb one of the trees
Yes.
in a very Victorian-looking dress. It's not a hoop skirt, but in all other respects, it's very Victorian-looking, very high-collared, goes down to each of the wrists, and there are frills and lace all over this in blacks and reds.
I love it.
Ah.
And Silver is probably like, I understand this. I know that how this goes. My kid is the same. My kids.
Kids.
I was like, we get it.
So, did you? Was there anything you wanted to say to him now that he's wrestled his daughter from the tree?
More or less just chatting, like, catching up. How's it been? Have you been? All that kind of
He's-
fun stuff.
He's more than willing to chat with you. He talks very happily, not just about Xena, but about his actual roles in the Stromkirk household, as he had only been married for about a year or so when he went east with you guys.
Mhm.
So,
And yeah, she
Uh,
also would remembering that she would ask him like, have you heard anything from the East in the past recent times?
not too much, and most of what I've heard is not very good, at least concerning you. All three of you are still in a kind of exile.
Yeah, I expected that much.
And the last I heard, the Emperor may have put out a bounty on his mercy.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
However, they are more trying to.
You have that, right?
Yes, you still have
that was
the
your one
Emperor's
magic item you
mercy.
kept.
Yeah,
was-
that was the one thing that actually survived the reverse
It looked like
cataclysm.
it looked kicked to shit, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, they've been trying to deal mostly with the repercussions of what we did, and let's just say most of the Empire is not agreeing with it.
yeah. I'm assuming Silver's heard of some of the stuff going on there, right?
Make a history check.
I mean, should she roll with advantage because she's been hanging out with a lot of the other kitsune who were expelled from there?
Uh,
Oh, never mind. You didn't.
No.
Get it. I rolled a 19, so 22 or 21.
21. So most of what you've heard from the Kitsune had been about their flight from the Empire.
Mhm.
However, most of them do tell that a lot of the terracotta warriors are no longer functioning or have gone haywire.
Yeah, that's
So
probably from the reverse cataclysm then.
and you have heard that while they are trying to rebuild their core of terracotta warriors, it's still there are a few other things that have been attracting their attention. However, you're not exactly sure what these are, as most of them happen to be southeast of the empire itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she'll ask us. We've been hearing the attacks are also in that general area too, right? The attacks we were
The
here, the raids that have been happening.
No, the raids that seem to be dark elf raids, those were
Yeah.
happening to the west.
Okay, maybe she'd even bring that up. Like, have you heard anything about these raids going on in the west?
Unfortunately, no. I've been our lands lie well to the south here, so
Yeah,
I haven't been able to. I haven't heard much in the Light Crest area.
of course. I just wanted to check. You seem to always have a lot of information, so
There is a limit to what I do know. You hear Belladonna chuckle behind him. She had been in conversation with someone. Either this was a coincidence or she's been listening in as well.
probably listening in. Probably both. It's a coincidence that she was listening in.
Uh, what would Adria and Lilia like to do?
Oh Lord. Bueller? Bueller?
Hello, you two.
I'm just picturing, I feel like little at some point just don't small stuff to God to the place. I think they get sticks. Last time I checked, sticks, yeah, it looks like it. So, please keep me from smacking these legs and tell them that well. Hey, man! This will make a great story later. And then she'll mingle about, but she'll also be keeping an eye on Amy and also just kind of like, I can do this. And I can handle my kids and their kids. I can do this.
I mean, all I have to do is say, if I can handle Zilvera's kids, I can handle any kids.
Have you met my children?
Have you met Zilvera's children?
Yes.
Unfortunately.
The town guard definitely has.
Oh, definitely. Silver has definitely caused many a
Oh,
mischief with them.
Daddy is in charge of the town guard.
And what is Adria doing?
I just realized Lilia referring to yours as Daddy, but what?
That's no whoops. You did that 100% intentionally.
No, that's Adria doing.
So, yeah, what's Adria doing?
Giggling.
No. Well, she wouldn't follow Zelda because she's still kind of weary of Shiva after the incident. So, um, so she would, excuse me, go round like at the table with all like the drinks and the food and stuff, and she wants to be cautious. Will cast detect poison and disease.
Okay. You cast Detect Poison and Disease, looking over everything, and you notice that nothing seems to be poisoned.
Okay.
That's
Everything
good news.
everything seems to be on the level.
That was really smart.
I was
Uh,
going to recommend
hold-
it, so.
Detect Poison, is that just sort of like Detect Magic, whereas if anything within this bubble effect of me is poisonous, then you'll know about it?
For the duration, you can sense the presence and location of poisonous creatures and diseases within 30 feet of you, and you
Okay.
can identify them.
So it's detect magic for poison. Yeah.
Okay. So how long does it last?
10 minutes.
Oh, 10 minutes?
George is
Okay.
like, shit, this ruins a lot my plan.
Okay. So eventually, as you're walking around, just hovering around this table, once again, Dominic goes up to Lilia. I, I'm sorry to be such a bother with this, but do you think that you seem to know Queen Amy very well? Do you think she would mind a performance?
I'm surprised Lilia is just like, yes, pulls out, rips off clothes for her costume.
Well,
song.
that was a time and place for a good striptease. They say this.
Stay in character.
I used to stay character. I'm gonna roll for it.
Roll for
Yeah.
what?
The roller and a roller says yes or no.
So 50% chance.
Okay, go for it. Apparently, Lilia does everything by flipping a coin.
Oh no, she's becoming Two-Face.
No, she's not becoming Two-Face.
She
She's
is.
becoming. Actually, yeah, no, she is becoming. She's becoming the. Yeah, she is
Two-Face.
because
Harvey
Two-Face.
Dent.
I was gonna say she was gonna be. She was the, killer, the guy from No Country for Old Men, but she's way too goofy for that. She's
Yes.
Harvey Dent.
She's definitely Harvey Dent. She's not Anton Chigurh.
So good.
So, okay, you say to do that. Adria,
Mhm.
you all hear some weird music start to play. It's not the music that has been playing, and you look over and you see that Dominic is sitting about 3 feet or so away from Amy, strumming on a lute. Very similar in look to one of Lilia's father's earlier lutes. You're not sure if it
Fucking
is his
nerd.
earlier lute or if he just has a replica of it. However,
It better not be like that. Actually, I'm fine. Go ahead.
He's a fangirl. He'd do that.
Yeah. Adria, your detect poison starts ringing. You turn and you see one of the servers who's bringing out a basket of breads. You're feeling the poison ding off of him, but not from the basket.
1 second. What kind of? So this is me and I ask the character. What kind of poison would it be then? Because
Does it let you know the type?
you identify with a kind of poison.
Okay. So this would be actually there's a specific poison for this, isn't there? You can tell that this is a deep poison. This is a poison that comes from the areas of the Underdark.
Wee woo. Wee woo.
How close is he to me?
He's about he's right now about 10 feet away. As he's walked into there, you looked over and are figuring all of this out. He's just putting the basket of bread down.
Okay.
This appears to be one of the sun elves from. They come from the northern end of the wastes. They tend to have a much darker, brownish skin, and our elves are e- are narrow amongst elves even.
Really Miss Shady.
I picture them looking, because I've been watching Dragon Prince, the Sunfire Elves, which are amazing looking. Here, I'll link you guys it.
So, what do you do? Uh, roughly.
They're awesome looking. All the elf designs are in that show are awesome though. So
So, what do you do, Adria?
Uh, she will like try to walk over there, but not try to raise any like suspicion. And can like wobble, and will try to like fall on him, like she just like
trip
lost
on
her
them.
step. Yeah, and like tries to like see if she can feel anything or.
Okay, you're going to
Cop a
attempt
feel.
to fall onto him and then frisk him for a weapon. Okay, the first thing I need for you to do is to make an acrobatics check.
Yeah.
Yes, because you're trying to fall in a specific way, I need you to make an acrobatics
me.
check.
Oh God. She's good at these, right?
And that's a 5.
Oh my God. I just picture her now just tackling him.
Uh, 13 and up, you fall into him. Below 13, you fall onto
Oh, God.
17. You fall onto him. You attempt to fall onto him, however, you fall one step too early, and your head slaps off of his outer thigh,
Oof.
Oh,
and you just crash to the ground. And this is a dex save for him. He does not fall over. He takes a stumbling step or two, but does not fall over. All of you hear a. Actually, make a perception check, you
I
two.
was just about to say, should we roll perception to see this?
Because you do have two songs and the susurrus of conversation, nothing was really knocked over.
I got an 18 on mine.
18?
of course you would.
I know, right?
Yeah, you notice that your wife has just fallen into someone and is eating dirt.
I mean, she's a druid.
Literally,
This is normal.
because this is a kind of forest area.
I got
You missed what I said there, didn't you?
Nope, she's a druid, and this is normal for her.
Yeah.
So,
What are you doing?
with a 21, Lilia, from where you are nearby the music, you see Adria just kind of face plant into the dirt and one of the servants seeming to right themselves back up. With a 21, that was an 18. Okay. With that, you notice something off about this server.
All right, so we'll kind of walk over, start nonchalant.
Lilia notices.
Okay.
Start with the 21.
Zilver will start walking over to Adria, though, nonetheless, because,
Okay.
her wife is drunk, apparently.
well, casually she can trying to investigate the servant or
But yeah, Zilver will walk over to Adria and and just look to the. I'm very sorry. She's not the lightest on her feet sometimes. Offer just to kind of grin and offer Adria her hand to help her up.
Okay. Hold on. And how much do I get for this? 7.
Uh-oh. I'm in danger
Nope. Why would any of
you?
you think you're in danger?
because I'm standing in front of this guy, but I'm assuming actually it might
Five,
be your
10,
fangirl, Cat, or your dad's fangirl.
10, 20, 30, 33, 39, 39.
Damn, that's a lot of damage.
I'm not done yet. This was a critical.
Oh,
I
damn.
rolled a 20 and he's got assassinate,
Oh,
but it's just a critical.
I mean, granted, it's just a crit anyways, so...
Yeah, it doesn't double the
No,
double.
you can't double. That'd be ridiculous.
Oh, look, anyone's dead. So 39, 60, 78 points
Jesus.
of damage.
Okay.
Hold on, because things are actually about to get even worse for the target.
Oh, God. Poison now.
Yep. And this use hasn't actually been used yet because the assassin missed you every single time with this weapon.
Oh,
Because of
God.
your stupid Hexblade's curse.
Oh, don't worry.
Come on,
He's about to
Amy.
learn. He's about to learn what this is like.
Amy fails.
God damn it.
Wait, does that mean that if she takes poison on a critical that I also double the poison dice as well?
It depends on how you're ruling it. Is it a separate attack?
Well, no, because it was part of that, but because it's a different part of the attack.
I would say probably no, because it's a saving throw rather than a right? It's like how when you
Yeah, it is. So I'm not going to double this because it's 12d6. And she's already taken 78. Sorry, 78 plus 6.
Yeah, that's
84.
That's a lot of damage. That's probably gonna outright kill her. Good thing you two have healing spells though,
Yes.
and revive spells. Hopefully,
84,
because Zilver doesn't have any of those anymore.
94, 104,
So this would insta give me.
110. Uh, 110, 122, one. 128, 133 points of damage.
So George, do you want to know something funny? This would almost insta kill Zilvra, like from full HP. She would almost barely get saving throws from this.
Yeah.
Jesus, as who attacks? Do we see who's attacking?
I'd
assume so.
All of you hear the music stops, at least the second song has stopped. You're all still helping Adria get up.
Zilver was helping Andrea. Lilia was checking out the waiter door, right?
She was checking out the waiter. Yes, you can make what are you trying to do with the waiter?
I noticed something was off about him. I want to get closer and see what.
Make an investigation check.
While Zoe was helping Adria up, she would like take her hand and get up, and they go to kiss her, but like try to whisper, and
then this chaos just
something
starts,
off him.
and then the murder happens because Zilver unfortunately doesn't have revive anymore. So hopefully you guys. Damn.
What'd you get?
21.
What'd you get?
Not 51, George. This isn't third edition.
I thought she said 31, but 21, that's still enough. There's something quite not right about this Sun Elf's coloration. Maybe it's the fact that just below the neckline, as you see them straighten their shirt again, it's a very darkish purple, whereas they're adjusting their sleeves. The brown of the hands only goes right down to the wrists.
Oh, it's fucking
Beyond
drab.
that, it's purple.
It's fucking drab.
As you say that and look around at her, you see there's a sword sticking into her chest.
Did we see who launched the attack?
You actually, you do not, you don't, you guys weren't looking when that happened. If you want, you can make a perception check.
Yes.
Yes.
Nat 20.
I didn't even hear that roll.
Nat 20. High five, cat?
Not funny, baby.
Well, what? I still want to know what your totals were.
20. Mine's a 20 because I have no proficiency in perception. Zilver isn't the perceptive sort.
23.
I got
23?
24.
Okay, so Adria doesn't necessarily notice this, but the two of you
She does
notice
see the poison, though.
his total was a 29.
Damn.
Yeah.
God damn it.
But with those nat 20s, you notice it's Dominic who's standing there
All right. Well,
behind her.
Him.
well, no.
You
no.
tackle him? Okay. Make me a this is going to be a melee attack using strength. Go for it.
And Adria, you started to whisper something to him her about the elf, right?
Yeah, she was telling Zilla that something's off about him.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I'll
Go
wait for
for
Kat
it.
to do her thing.
Oh, he's got that, yeah. Of course you use that now. So what'd you roll?
Like that, but
What'd you roll?
I got 16.
16? He got a nat 20, but his minimum's a 24.
I mean,
The dodge.
Kat, I'm gonna say this. I mean, a 15 isn't even enough to hit was just enough to hit Zilvera when she has when she has no armor on.
As you go to tackle him, he just looks at you, and with his loot, as you launch forward, basically shoves it into your hands. You go tumbling to the ground.
Oh, hell no!
He walks over and plucks it out of your hands, leans down and just whispers, "Hands off father's goods."
Oh no. With that, Zilver hearing, well, not see Zilver seeing
With this, everyone roll for initiative.
Hell yeah, I'm fast for this one. Well, not
And by
fast, super fast, but fast enough.
Okay, hold on. And these two have... Damn it. Okay, they didn't roll too well. Okay, initiatives 25 to 20.
Here,
Here,
22 for Vex.
23.
Okay. How do you two always get so high with initiative? 20
I'm really
to
lucky.
15.
No, George, you don't. I'm
Yeah.
absurdly lucky with initiative. On Ink, I rarely get under a 20. Granted, with Ink, I roll advantage, but because I have extreme speed on her.
Yep. 20 to 15? Okay. That is good.
Poor
Okay.
Penny.
Is it about 10, Penny?
Oh, thank God you got above a 10.
Okay. She's down. That's it. That's just pandemonium. And Penny, what's yours?
13.
Okay. So Lilia, you are the first one to go. You are currently prone.
What can I do when I'm
You could stand up and it takes half your movement.
Yeah. Or you can just stay down
I
and kick from the ground.
Oh, this reminds me of MMA where just they kick from the ground. And I've seen bad ones from the ground.
And I'm gonna try and polymorph him.
Okay. You cast polymorph. Hold on. Okay, no, he does not have that. Okay, he doesn't have Mage Slayer. I just had to remind myself of that. So what is the saving throw?
18.
So DC 18, but what's the saving throw?
Wisdom, strength, dex. I think it's wisdom.
Wisdom.
Is that his worst roll? He failed.
19 on the die.
Damn.
Motherfucker!
All right.
It's not his worst one, but do you have a bonus action you wish to take
Uh,
other than cursing at him?
That's not a bonus action.
uh. Let me. God damn it, I can't use that.
Well, and George is really funny because Mage Slayer is something I'm debating on Zilver getting too.
I have split fingers! Shit, that's right!
You have what?
Kinky.
Split fingers.
Which does
means?
what?
To the Google machine, because I don't.
I think it's
Didn't-
just like I think it's just a skill feed, right? You proficiency in sleight of hand. Bonus action: you make a dexterity sleight of hand check to plant something on someone, conceal an object on a creature, or take something from a pocket, or lift a purse.
Yeah. So you can try and steal from him.
Sure, yeah!
Spite steal.
Right.
What are you gonna take?
I'm gonna try to take his belt so his pants fall down.
Okay, try to remove his belt.
Try to get
Make
his
a
pants
sleight
off.
of hand roll.
You know what? Lola should be really good at this.
Yes, but not necessarily in a combat situation. So go
Different
ahead
kind
and
of
try and.
different kind of combat, Lilia. Not that kind.
Is it? What am I rolling again?
This is a sleight of hand.
No!
What'd you roll?
Oh my gosh.
Did you roll in
A nat 20.
That's right! I think his belly pants fell down!
But you take his belt off, but they're not holding up his pants.
I mean, Silver could have told you that.
My son, George.
Silver could have told you that you never wear a belt to keep your pants up. It's just asking for people to take it off you.
So you quickly whip his belt off. That has, however, removed the 2 daggers that you now see are hanging from the inside of it, as well as a few other things that he had. However, his pants do not fall down.
God damn it. Oh well, yoink!
Your turn, Zilvra.
All right, so he's the only person that looks like a threat right now, right?
Correct.
All right, Silver will quickly lean to Adria because I'm assuming they're kind of embracing and just say,
Yeah.
get to the princess, see what you can do, and she will take off to asshole.
Okay, hold on one moment.
I fucking knew it! I knew he was my half brother!
I mean, that's not a stretch at all because I mean, like almost everybody could be.
What is your armor class?
15.
15?
Because
Okay.
sadly, I'm not
that
wearing my
i-
half plate right now.
Yep. That is a hit.
What type of damage?
Hold on. First, that is going to be 10 points of piercing damage.
All right, so 5 points of piercing damage.
An additional 10 points of necrotic damage.
Ooh.
And another 5 points of poison damage.
All right, well, never mind. Plans changed.
And then right in front of you, a 5-foot cube is just it's dark. Everything is just darkness in it.
1 moment. No, there isn't. I have Devil's Sight.
Okay.
Means
But it's
shit.
still it still is.
I can just see completely normally though, so it doesn't matter to me.
I know, but to everyone else, that's what they
And
see.
was this the guy, the waiter?
Uh, you'd actually have to make
I'd
a
assume I could see who stabbed me.
yeah. After you see that, you move. You see that it is the waiter who stabbed you.
All right. Well, plans have changed then, and Zilvra will. Um, I'm assuming I wouldn't have my big sword on me, but I definitely have my dagger with me, right?
Yes, you could have carried your dagger with you.
Yeah, I mean, I assume she like the dagger is the only actual weapon she owns now,
Yeah,
because when you don't need to,
yeah.
then yeah,
Yep.
she'll draw her dagger out, kind of turn around and just bonus action cast branding smite on him,
Okay,
and which is going to involve her stabbing him.
okay. Make an attack roll.
Yep. 16, 17, 18, 27 to hit.
27. That is going to hit.
I'd assume so. So D4 plus plus 6 plus I think 5 more. Yeah. All right. So plus 11. Yeah. All right. So 10, 15 points of sorry. So from the stab attack plus my necrotic damage, he takes 15. And then
Okay.
it's 5 necrotic, 10 from the stab.
Yep, yep.
And then branding smite is I need a couple more d6s here. This was more
Which-
d6s.
Which level
D6.
are you using?
I don't have a choice.
Oh, right.
Remember, I'm a warlock. I get no other choice. One sec. I just have to open up my dice box. 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that's a couple fives. So 10, 16, 19.
Okay, an additional 19 points of damage.
And now that he's that, and that's a radiant damage. He sheds dim light in a 5-foot radius and
Okay.
can't become invisible until the spell ends, which concentration for a minute.
You're invisible?
No, he can't become invisible.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem.
And he's highlighted, so if he runs or anything like that. And then that's my action. Oh, I get 2 attacks. That's right.
Okay.
That's gonna hit because that's a 19 on the die.
Yep, that hits.
And that one will do. That's another 15.
Okay. So you stab him twice, and you feel that each time you hit him, you're hitting some armor underneath his uniform, and he just glares at you.
And remember, all my weapons are magical.
Yep.
Just
No,
making the
I
note of that. Making the note
Yep.
of that because it sounded like you were saying like he has resistance. I'm like, he has resistance to
Nope.
magic weapons and other damage types. All right. And then yeah, she'll.
Okay. So it is now Dominic's turn. Okay. Since he is technically actually you don't have a weapon out, so he's not even going to do that. He is going to use his move action to head deeper into
The crowd.
into the crowd, not just the crowd, but deeper into the actual suite of rooms that Amy has. So rather than head towards the main entrance doors, he heads towards the outside. And as he does so, he is going to, as he moves away, he is going to turn towards you, Lilia.
And
And
dab.
he is Nope. He puts his sword away. Actually, he can't. You took his belt for that, so yeah, he actually can't. He is going to run. See that his
Belt's missing.
one of his allies apparently is under attack, and is going to attempt to gank Adria.
Oh, thank God.
Uh,
No,
That's another natural 20 on the die.
I mean, it
And
could be.
because she hasn't moved, it would have automatically been a crit anyways.
Nope, it wouldn't have been a crit. It would have had just been advantage. The crit is only when they're surprised. Only for the surprise round. We went over this last time, and I have that memorized because I have a player who plays assassin, rogue. It's only for the surprised where you get the crit.
Yeah. Well, rolled a natural 20 anyways. So, however, the poison on his weapon has run out as it's
Lucky.
because it's one dose. Yeah, so he's actually very lucky that he missed you each of those times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 5, 10,
Would this be a sneak attack?
15.
He doesn't have an ally within 5 feet because Zilver's in between him and his ally.
No, that you weren't in between them. You were both next to him.
I assume you would have put between when Zilver shifted over to stab.
No, because you attempted to first to
That's
move
right.
away, and he sneak it, and
That's right.
it wasn't necessarily sneak attack, but it was attack of opportunity.
Yeah, AOO. That's right.
Yep. Okay, so that was
I tried,
5,
Penny.
10,
I tried getting you less damage.
15, 20, 26, 28, 56. You take 62 points of damage.
Ouch.
And what else is he gonna do? Okay, and he's going to use his bonus action to continue running right by you. So you do get an attack of opportunity again. Actually, both Lilia and Adria get attacks of opportunity against him.
And would Zilver, because he's in range?
Nope, because
Okay.
he did
I'm on
not.
the opposite side of it then. Okay.
Yeah. So the waiter was here. You were each right here. He came running up this way.
Okay.
And basically free gank. But both of you can make attacks of opportunity against him if you want.
Punch, Adria. Punch.
Yes, you can both use the unarmed punch attack.
Gonna try to punch him.
I mean, technically, Lilia could have the dagger, couldn't she?
Lily, she didn't pull her dagger out. She didn't equip a weapon.
Come on, cat. Always equip a weapon.
Oh no, I couldn't quit the weapon. I thought I was
No, free action. And you stole his pant belt, which had daggers on it. George said that specifically.
And you also have the Emperor's Mercy.
I would have equipped that bitch.
Why would she have the Emperor's Mercy? That's a pretty over weapon.
Well, because one, Amy
That's
uses you guys as security because you've done so before.
Oh, if I'd done-
Two, this is a fancy weapon.
That's true.
However, the whole thing is that you guys are here for dress,
For hidden,
not as much
for...
protection. Not as much protection. You guys are here as friends, but she also trusts you with weapons. So yeah, Kat could have had
Oh.
because it's a very dressed sword.
I mean, Zilver's
Could have
sword is
had
very
the Emperor's
dress.
Mercy.
I wish I'd known that because she would have been using her murder sword.
Couldn't figure out the length. Just went to murder.
Yes, her bastard sword.
I like that. I like that better than murder.
I mean, did you see it? It's definitely
Yes.
a murder sword. It's beautiful.
So, if you two want, you can make attacks of opportunity right now and punch him.
19.
17.
19. 19 and the 17. Let me check. The 19 hits. The 17 does not.
Damn, he has some magic
So-
armor.
How much damage do you deal to your to him? So unarmed is 1 plus your strength bonus.
So 1.
1.
1. So as he runs away, you just cuff him on the back of the head.
Fuck out of here.
I'll grab him instead of punching him.
On
Wow,
your
you-
turn, you can try and initiate another grapple.
You went really laggy there, Cat.
Is that a reaction?
No, you can't grapple attack as a reaction.
No,
Damn it.
Only
you
right.
can only give him a quick smack.
Yeah, I think once I let me just check reaction.
I have a
AOL.
great
Yep.
Batman.
Yeah, you make it make an opportunity attack, which is a one melee attack.
Yeah.
Technically, a grapple is a action.
Yep.
I think, if I remember properly.
A grapple would be an action, and you would not be able to attempt to grapple him as he ran away, unless you had held an action
Yeah,
to
because
try and grab him.
grapple's its own action.
Yep. So the next ones to go, the assassin, the drow who's facing you guys.
It's currently in light.
Yep. While in sunlight.
Yes,
This
I
is
know.
dim light.
I know.
So,
But still,
he's going to attack Zilvra with his sword. That is a 25
that's
to hit.
gonna hit me. I'll roll. I'll wait for you to tell me how much damage I take till I.
That is 6 piercing.
All right, so 3 piercing.
16 necrotic.
Jesus. I want one of these swords.
And 10 poison. Hold on.
Didn't he stab me the last? So wouldn't his poison be gone from the blade? He stabbed me the last
Nope.
time.
Nope.
Ah, his blade.
It's a magical blade.
Oh, fuck these guys. I'm stealing that weapon when I murder him.
rather than the regular poison that was on Dominic's blade. However, yeah, he's also going to dismiss the cube of darkness that's right next to you to cause you another.
What does that cube of darkness do?
The cube of darkness, the darkness just starts swarming onto you, and you can feel the actual absence of light turning into almost absence of matter
Oh, that's annoying.
as you take another 10,
Ow.
20, another 22 points of necrotic damage.
Ow.
And he's going to make his second attack against you.
Well, I'm probably gonna die here.
That's an 18 to hit.
That's gonna hit because I have no armor.
for...
At least he doesn't get sneak attack on this one. If he even did
Oh
before.
no, he hasn't been getting any sneak for
Okay, also,
10
fuck
points of
this.
piercing.
Fuck this fucking sword. I'm stealing this asshole's sword.
10 points of piercing.
Do it.
At least I saved both of the attacks. Shockingly.
6 points of necrotic. And another 6 points of poison.
All right, I am looking really bad.
That was that. He now has... Oh. And then is just going to look at you, give and disappear, and reappears about 60 feet away in the shade of...
Only 60 feet away, not 30 feet away.
Correct.
Far
60 feet away.
Oh, so he
and
casts
then-
a far step.
And then takes off an additional 30 feet in the same exact direction that Dominic is running. However, Dominic's lagging behind
All right.
because it's teleported. Next one to go, Adria. So you were just stabbed in the back pretty powerfully, and then you just saw Zilvra get stabbed in the gut twice. Also, Amy is on the ground and not moving.
Yeah, you might want to go get Amy.
I will. We'll go over to Amy and cast heal at 7th level.
She's currently dead, isn't she? Or unconscious?
As you go over, she As you go over, you notice that she's not moving. As you cast heal, the wounds close, but nothing seems to happen beyond that.
She's dead, Jim.
Yeah, she wasn't as high level as you guys were, and over the past 10 years, she hasn't been adventuring.
All right, whose turn next?
Do you have a bonus action you wish to do?
Would a medicine check be a bonus action or action?
That would be an action. What are you attempting to do with it?
Just. Trying to see if it is like poison.
Okay,
Poison or
you actually still have. Actually, I need you to make a concentration check. DC is. How much damage did I give you?
I can literally check this on the thing if she tracked it.
62.
62. DC of 31.
Yeah, that's almost impossible to beat.
You need an nat 20.
Mm-hmm.
What do I add to it?
Your con.
Constitution. It's a Constitution
Oh,
save.
okay. No, it's 22.
So your detect poison spell drops, but looking from her and the fact that when you got stabbed, you really didn't feel any poison in you. You don't.
Okay.
You think that the heal spell you cast removed all damage from the body, but the heart is no longer beating.
Mm.
Lilia, your turn.
I'll go after my brother.
Okay, so he's 60 feet away from you right now.
I'll. Can I dimension door and grab him?
Is Dimension Door an action or a bonus action?
Yes.
Action. I'm pretty sure.
Action.
Damn it! God damn it! This! How you gonna be honest?
George would know this too. He would just look it up. It's not like he's gonna be like, oh, yeah.
I'm giving you the opportunity to be truthful about it. You can attempt to Dimension Door, because you're attempting to Dimension Door into the same space. If you attempt to Dimension Door into the same space as him, you can do that. However, doing so is highly dangerous. If you wish to do it, you can make a spellcasting check, which is your spellcasting bonus plus your proficiency bonus on a d20. This is going to be an extremely hard DC. It's not impossible, but extremely hard. Failure to do so could cause one of many things to happen, all of which are unpleasant. So I'm saying you probably don't want to do it, but you can choose to do it if you wish. Explore new frontiers of magic.
Let's do this.
Dimension Body Slam!
This sounds like a terrible idea.
Oh god.
What'd you roll?
Oh no!
You rolled a nat 1?
You chose poorly.
Please suck it, bitches!
How do
Wow.
I know you actually rolled that and didn't just keep it held up?
Because I'm too too lazy to see every time I exit it rolls again.
Oh, you're using the Google one.
Every time she
Yeah,
shakes it, it rolls.
No, every time she leaves it, like the page, and goes back to something else, it'll auto roll again.
And really think I've been good.
I've been seeing her text on it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, natural 20. You are able to teleport yourself into the same area. You basically start running forward, teleport, and open the door just behind him so that you two do not fuse together into some amalgamation, nor do any of your body parts get chopped off by this doorway. You may now attempt a grapple. This is an opposed athletics acrobatics check.
If you athletics or acrobatics, please be
For
acrobatics.
you, athletics, I think.
You athletics,
It's
him
grapple
athletics
checks,
or
Kat.
acrobatics. So it's a strength-based check.
It's always a strength-based check when you try to grab someone.
What'd you get?
Well, I have a dirty 20.
A dirty 20? He just slips out of your grasp and you sprawl a few steps away. The lowest he can... I'll give you a hint on this, Kat, because it's the second time you've tried this. The lowest he can roll on an acrobatics check is 24.
Reliable talent.
Reliable talent and an expertise.
I'm gonna get this bitch! I'm gonna get this bitch in the slap that I fucking do!
You do still have a bonus action.
Why don't the spells that like is a bonus action?
There are also abilities.
Kat, literally click on bonus action on your character sheet, and it'll tell you every single bonus action you can do.
Yeah, I have two rapid fighting bonus motion clip fingers. That's an optimus trying to steal something from him again. Cause I'm trying to steal the fucking loot. I wanna steal the loot.
Yes, you can attempt to loot the loot. Roll for it. 15.
Okay, that's a sleight of hand.
Yep.
So that plus 13, so that's 28.
28. That is lower than his roll for acrobatics to dodge that. So you loot the loot. So you now have his in one hand, his loot in the other. This is not going to a place that Lilia ever thought she was going to go.
Hey, Dad likes me better.
X.
Zilvra, your turn.
All right. Well, Zilver's hurting, but that's not going to stop her. She will. I really hate that summoning a weapon is a full action. It's so dumb. But she will summon her.
Mood.
She will summon her Trickster's Reprieve and move 30 feet closer. Does this put her within 30 feet of Lilia's brother?
Actually, Lilia's only about 30 feet away from you guys.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to
From you as it was. So you are actually...
I don't want to get that
because
close
she's
to him.
not-
I don't want to get into melee with him because
Okay.
I can't take another hit. But as long as I am within, I'll move myself into like 10 feet away from him, behind
Yep.
something if I can, to put something between me and him so he doesn't stab me again. and I will cast Armor of Hex. Actually, no, do it. I'll get right into melee with him, and I'll cast Hexblade's Curse on him. Let's roll some fucking dice. Bring it.
Okay.
And that's my full actions. That's all my actions right there.
Okay.
Because I can't.
His turn.
Yep.
He is going to bonus action disengage.
All right.
Move. He is right near. As you can see, as you're running through, you can sort of see light on the other side of this area. You realize you're right near the edge of the tower itself, and all that's between. Basically, what that means is that you have some light wooded area, glass panels, and then a 2.5 kilometer drop.
He's got something planned, obviously.
Motherfucker. Don't you fucking dare. You stick around here, you motherfucking pussy ass.
Oh, don't worry, Cat. I got something for his ass.
Not you, him.
No, like I said, I got something for his ass.
The drow on. Yep, that was all of his actions. The drow on his turn makes it to the window and is going to attack it.
To the wall. Or, well, the reverse.
Is going to pick up his sword and use his second action to attack it.
It'd be amazing if he fucks this up again, did he? Please.
It was a 3 on the die this time, but it was still enough to actually hit. The first one was a natural 1. He botched when hitting a window. He hit it and just dropped the weapon.
That's
Okay, but how much does you have to roll to hit the window and do damage?
11, I think, is the DAC, if I remember properly.
Yep.
11 is the AC. It has resistance to normal forms of damage, and it probably has low HP because it's glass.
Yep. So that's 11
So he
points
definitely
of
breaks
piercing.
It wouldn't take.
Plus-
It's immune to necrotic and poison damage.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, but that's still enough that it shatters.
Motherfucker.
You can't
the
really
window
poison or deal necrotic damage to a window, George. That's not how it works. Poison's only
Yes, it is.
poison's only effective on living beings.
No, Warforged can be poisoned.
Aren't they immune to it? No, I could have sworn that they're immune to it.
No, I thought they were resistant.
Let me look this up because I can't remember. Keep going though.
Yeah. But, yeah, he's very upset that he had to actually shatter it, but he's going to use the remainder of his movement.
Jump.
Swan dives. Yep. And then, next one to go is Adria.
Oh yeah, they only get resistance and advantage against it. I thought they got higher than that actually. Penny, you there?
Yeah,
It's your turn.
I don't.
Excuse me.
I only have healing spells. I don't know if I.
You don't have a revive spell?
No.
I told you to pick one up. I told you both to pick one up because I don't have one anymore.
I have Revivify. I don't know what you're talking about.
Perfect.
Do you have diamonds?
I do. Because I used to be a healer and I would have definitely gave them to Lilia earlier on because she can't use them.
I will allow it.
Kat, remember I got put into prison for this shit?
Oh, right.
So you get
Yeah.
3 diamonds. You have 3 diamonds in your inventory for Revivify. Because I never got to use those. Because the only person that ever died was me.
So, what is Adria going to do? You've healed the body, but the soul is still separated from it. And you can see the waiter has jumped out the window,
Oh, God damn it.
and Lilia's
So-
Dominic, the person who stabbed you and who Lilia had met on the train, is running towards that opening in the window too.
Get him!
You keep hearing something about Lilia shouting about it being his brother, or her brother.
Just want me better!
Honestly, wouldn't surprise me.
She's better. Darker.
How far away is Dominic from me?
At this point, Dominic is now actually 90 feet away from you. He stabbed you and ran,
That's right.
then he disengaged and
That's
double
right.
dashed.
Mario Kart.
I mean, maybe 60 away. Lilia, how far away are you from your brother?
How far?
She's 60 feet away.
Okay, so you wouldn't get hit by this.
Are there other people in there around him, George? This is an important question that Adria will need to know.
Yes, there are actually other people around. They're trying to figure out what's going on because there hasn't been any large bombastic spells that have been cast. No one's been actually fleeing.
Oh, they're about to hear something.
Yeah, the most they've heard so far is the glass shatter, and people are starting to move away from there, but you still have people who are within 10, 15 feet of it.
Oh, that works then. They should get caught up in it then, because it says 5 feet.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, because it says each creature within 5 feet of the point has to make a dex saving throw.
Call lightning.
Yeah.
It's a pity that he's a rogue, because that would be amazing otherwise.
Oh, look, we're just going to jump out this window. No, call lightning all the way down.
Boom, boom, boom.
Mhm.
Okay, so you call lightning on him? What's your
Yeah.
DC? He rolled
16.
16. He rolled a 15 on both dice. He succeeds.
Yeah.
So he still takes half damage as the glass shatters open just as it does and his compatriot jumps out. This jagged bolt of lightning comes down and hits the spot where his ally had just been standing. That first attack had most likely been going towards Lilia if you guys hadn't abandoned her.
We didn't abandon her. She abandoned us.
The queen?
Oh, I mean that, yeah.
Yeah.
You said if you hadn't abandoned Lilia.
Oh, sorry, no. The attack would have gone towards Lilia if she hadn't abandoned the queen.
It wasn't even really abandoning as much as you can't really be bodyguard by just a covert bodyguard by gluing yourself to the person you're trying to covertly protect.
I mean, if I glue to her, it says, we are the bodyguards. Who look like Vin Diesel?
No, none of you have anywhere near the muscle mass.
I mean, Zilver has a 6. That's pretty close sometimes.
I think Adria probably is the best. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. She's the strong one.
She's the strong one.
So how much damage was that?
Yes,
She's mathing.
a lot.
Total was 36.
36, so half of that would be 18 damage. You can see his hair
poof.
kind of stands on end a little bit, and lightning just plays up and down his sword.
Nice.
Whose sword?
His.
Dominic's.
Your brother's. You know, when electricity goes through metal.
Lilia, your turn. You're 60 feet away from your brother.
How far am I away from Amy?
You are
30 feet away.
actually no, 60 feet away because she dimension doored 60 feet.
But you said Adria was 30 feet away from us.
Yes, and Adria was also about 30 feet away from Amy.
Adria was at Amy because she cast Cure Wounds.
Oh yeah, no,
She would be 30 feet away from her.
no. Right now you are 60 feet away because Adria had to move over to do that. From where you guys had initially been by the food table, you are 30 feet away from her. So right now you're 60 feet away.
This is so hard.
Also, I will give it 30 feet just because I forgot the dimensions I had initially stated of this room.
I was going to say, you said 30 feet from us, and then he moved 60 feet, so he's 90 feet away from us.
So,
From Adria, I mean.
100 feet.
so yes,
Okay.
you're within 30 feet.
Heads Lilia goes to help Amy. Tails, she goes after Dominic.
Okay.
Don't let her die.
We don't need to die.
Someone go get my brother.
Silver's like, on it.
And she'll go over to Amy, drop the belt, and touch Amy and cast Revivify.
Amy, the diamonds just disappear in your hand, and Amy pops back to life. And you can see she still seems fairly. She's still fairly out of it, but you can see her. The first thing that her hands do is just touch her midsection.
Selfless, right?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Hopefully it's my go, I'm assuming, now.
Yep, Zilver, your turn.
All right.
Oh god.
So, I will drop my branding smite on the one guy and cast Far Step. And I'm going to move, sorry, I should say I'm moving 30 feet and then far stepping past him to more or less the window.
He is right now.
Sorry, I should say
basic-
she's going to
He is-
move by the window. She doesn't want to she wants to be out of range from him, but wants to be close
Yeah.
enough to the window where she can do something. And she's going to shoot her Trickster's Reprieve at him.
Okay.
I get to use my new gun. And it's a crit because I rolled a 19. And he currently has Lilia's brother has currently Hexblade's curse on him.
Okay.
So that is a crit. So that is 2d10. So we do it by rolling them twice, right? I just have to confirm because every game I have is different.
No, remember
It's
it
max?
it's max the base and then roll
All
the
right,
additional.
so that'll be 20, 31, and then one sec, where is my that? 36. So it does 36 plus 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. 46. Let me just double check if I'm missing anything else. No, 46 damage.
That's total?
That's total with a mix of not just like yeah. that's
Okay.
total.
He's going to uncanny dodge that, so 46
he is.
becomes 23.
Of course he is a motherfucker. And then I will. Well,
No, that was my dad.
no, just yours. Your motherfucker. And then she'll, because I only have one shot with it for now, she'll just reload, put another shot into the, get another shot ready.
Okay. His turn. He's going to turn back to Lilia and go, if father loved... His voice also changes. If father loved you best, then why didn't he spend more time with you?
Oof.
I had 100 years. And he swan dives backwards out the window.
Oof. Rippy dippy Lilia.
And Zilvra, you notice this because you're at the window. Both him and the drow, as their arms shoot out, you notice that something on their suits, it's almost squirrel suit style, and they're just gliding.
All right. And I assume kind of we can get out of initiative except for Zilver shooting him again. Because I'm assuming he's not out of my range yet.
No, not for this. He is not out of your range. There is no other combat around. However, him and the drow keep moving. Adria, is there anything you would like to do?
I wanted to try to get him with the lightning again.
Okay.
Oh, God.
What's the max range on that lightning?
60 feet.
So it's to all targets. It's only for targets within 60 feet of you.
60 feet of where I put the point in the cloud in the sky, which would be like next to the window.
Okay.
Like,
So yeah,
I
he's
would
still
be-
within. He's still within range for that. So yep, he's going to make a dexterity saving throw. That is a 19. So half damage to him as a bolt of lightning shears just by him.
The coward keeps the coward keeps running. $33.
33 points of damage divided by half is going to be another 16. You can see he's starting to look a little frazzled at this point.
Oh, he's about to look even more frazzled soon enough.
Lilia, your turn. Your turn. You currently see Amy is just looking up at you, eyes wide.
My turn.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm playing shit. I'm going that guy in
What?
my mouth. I'm the one who shit. Yeah, like she's singing and blah blah my hand. What that guy in my mouth?
Mood.
Thank you. I got no state of Amy, and I should probably just like heal her.
Her body looks to be in perfect condition. The heal spell,
Yeah, look, this is how it brings him back to 1 HP.
But no, Adria cast cure on her earlier. Too.
yeah, she
Okay.
cast heal on her, which got rid of all of the damage from the wounds. She was just still dead, but her body was at full health.
Okay.
You just brought her soul back.
Well, then, that's the case. I'm gonna look at him like, I'm just gonna take something real quick.
And what are you gonna do?
Hold on. I need to check something. Can I cast Fireball outside the window?
I mean, from where you are, you can barely see the opening to the window.
If I use my action to go as close to the window as I can.
That still puts you 60 feet away from the window.
Well, the range is 150 feet.
But you also have to be able to see it, is what George is saying.
And it's also the thing of, yeah, he jumped out and went down. You're only seeing on the level. So you could fire one out there and it would just explode in the air. Yes, get mad.
Hey, Lilia, how dead do you want him? All right.
Actually, no, I want to target the shit out of that motherfucker.
Might not be able to help that, but I have a plan.
Hold on.
I feel like George just is like always worried whenever I say, "Don't worry, I have a plan," because it's going to involve something batshit insane, probably.
Oh shit! I know what I'm gonna do!
Yes?
I'll cast Sending
Yeah?
to Dominic. And I said, well, he died for me, so I win.
Oh my god, that's the most petty fucking shit ever!
Well, you can join him.
Aw.
Come find me up north. We'll be waiting. All of us.
Uh-oh.
That me blow.
Literally. Zilver now? Question.
So, slag you. I had 3 words left. Yes, now it's Zilvera's turn.
How far away is he from me?
At
He
this
shouldn't be too
point,
far.
no, because he just jumped out. He's about 100 feet away.
That seems ridiculously far for him to get from one round.
Normally fall distance would be 60
But he's
feet.
using,
However,
he has a thing.
yeah, he's using a thing that that's one round for it, and he's
I
not
have
falling away. He's flying away.
Here is my next question.
Yep.
Actually, no, do it. This is entirely possible. My plan, Zilver will jump off and far step onto his back and remove and try and cut his machine off of his back.
Oh my god!
As she drops her rifle,
Okay,
Drops
you're
her rifle,
going to
flicks out her
jump
knife.
out and attempt to far step onto him.
Yes.
How far does far step let you go?
Far step is, I think, 90. Let me check. I can't remember. 60.
60
So if
feet.
I can get,
40 feet.
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna fall. So he fell too.
You are going to fall.
He fell too. So he
Okay,
would be down low.
I need you to make me an athletics check.
What about an acrobatics check? Because this is me trying to follow his style.
Nope. That would be a performance check for the style part.
So that is a 17, which is a 19 on the die.
So you jump out, you get pretty far. Hold on, I now have to actually look up the rules for jumping. God.
Technically, it wouldn't. It'd be I jump for 30 feet, and then I'd stop being jumping, and it'd start being falling.
Except the whole thing is there's a distance that you can jump forward.
Yeah. Here, I can literally look up the. I have a calculator for this.
Uh, Jumping. Your strength determines how far you can
Yeah.
jump. Long jump. When you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score. If you moved at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump, you are
Yeah.
right next to the
No,
window.
I said she didn't. Nope, I did. I said she was away from the window because she didn't want to be in his way. So she would have been
Okay.
able to get that run up.
So you do that, get the run up. That's 15 feet of movement going to be used for that. When you make a standing long jump, can leap only half distance. Either way,
So
each
she
foot
jumped
you clear
6.
on the jump costs a foot of movement.
Yeah.
This rule assumes that the height of the jump doesn't matter. Okay. So the whole thing is for this, it's not there. What's your speed?
30 feet.
30 feet. So that's 10 feet there. You make it 20 feet forward,
I'd assume
and you can.
I should be able to get to there from if he fell downwards first. Just from the angle that because he wouldn't have been able to pull up yet, because he is also bound by that same rules of he can only move so far in a turn.
He can, except he also has a lot of extra dash movements, and that suit's giving him a flight movement.
Yes, but you can't. I don't think you can actually use dashes on a thing giving you extra bonus speed because you can't dash in the air.
So
see.
that's not a lot of time. Yes, I do. But this is really
Okay, with the 17 roll, I'll allow it. You end up appearing.
On his back.
Actually, for that, you're gonna have to make a You're gonna have to make a ranged spell attack just to be able to land on him,
All right, I'm good.
because it's a moving target.
That'll be a 26.
Okay, so you do land on. You appear just above him.
And I'm assuming land on his back. And because the whole thing is that she's trying to land and then
Yeah.
trying to cut it off of him.
Yeah, no. When I say you appear just above him, you're just high. You're just to the point where you can cut that off.
All right, then yeah, she is going to make 2 attacks with her daggers, and
Okay.
not against him, against his flying machine.
Okay. Still, because that's on him, it does count as
First attack
attacking
is,
him.
First attack is a 24.
24. Okay, that hits.
All right, and that'll deal. If it counts as attacking him, then I also get to add my bonus to that. If it counts
Not
as,
for
if it counts for his AC, it
not
counts for me
for-
damaging it because it's attached to him.
not for hexblades, because the hexblades curses against his health. Because what type of damage is it?
Necrotic, so it wouldn't.
Necrotic wouldn't affect
But
the machine.
it will
but
deal 10 damage to the machine on the first attack,
Okay.
and my second attack is a 19.
19.
So crit.
Defensive duelist. Oh, what's the total?
Oh no, so 19
Give me
on
the
the
total.
die, so it'll be 30.
So give me the total.
I
What was
don't
that?
think 30. 30.
30. Okay.
I don't think you can defensive duelist that shit.
No.
So that'll do 4, 10, 14 to the flying machine again.
Okay.
That thing has to be broken.
Yes, it is at this point.
And she'll just-
you nearly broke it with the first attack.
And she'll say, "Enjoy the fall."
Well, you're gonna have to enjoy the fall as well.
I plan to.
Okay. Next one to go. His turn. He
starts
is
falling.
going. Yeah. And because you're right there, he is going to attack you.
Is he rolling with disadvantage? Because you made me do this when I was falling with
Yep.
with no control.
So with disadvantage, that is a 19.
He misses. Hexblade's curse. I rolled a 5.
You. Okay. And he is going to round with a dagger from his sleeve for say, hold on, what does he have for these daggers? These ones have absolutely no poison on them. They're just regular daggers. That's a 21.
That one does hit me. Yep. And 1
Okay.
second, let's check something. Yeah.
Okay. And you do not. This is not sneak attack
I don't think he can
at
do
all.
much sneaking up in the air. That would be impressive as all fuck if he could.
That's only 5 points of damage.
All right, so 3 points of damage.
Okay, and for his movement, for his action, he's going to attempt to.
Isn't his attack an action?
Sorry, for his movement, he's going to. No, because he's falling with that. Yes. Those were the actions. The Drow's turn. The Drow, who is going to move over,
The drow should be
and
considerably further away too.
yeah, the Drow is turning back and is actually going to slam into Dominic in kind of a grab roll, and they're both going to start tumbling down, but now they're locked together.
Oh boy,
And one of them does have a flying machine.
this is gonna be a twofer, guys.
Okay,
So my turn now, or their turn? I guess
Adria.
it's their Adria's turn. Yeah.
Um, I since I can't see them out the window, and I'm right next to Amy and Lilia. Can I do a medicine check to like check on the baby if like there's any like vitals or anything?
Yeah, you can make a medicine check for the baby.
18.
18?
Mhm.
Yes, it is alive.
Yay.
You can feel it kick.
I told Amy that. I'm sure she knows because she can probably feel it for the baby too, but just as like a reassurance that you're fine and the baby is fine as well.
Thank you. Thank you. I need. She can barely finish a sentence or a thought, it seems.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
Yeah.
She's not like Zilver, who's died a billion times.
Lilia, is there anything you wish to do?
Yeah. I will go over to Amy and Adria, and I'm gonna pull out the Utmost Mercy and just like stare by them and watch for anybody else who wants to try it today.
Yeah, so the girl that Dominic came with, is she still here?
Uh, Actually, yes, she is. No one has left.
Looks like she might be
Okay.
a patsy in this case.
Hello.
She walks over to you, fairly paralyzed with fear. Zilvra, what are you doing, Miss Falling?
Can I manage to fall on top of them?
Uh,
I assume they'd be falling at the same speed, if not a bit faster than I am, at first.
Except here's the thing. You were falling that way. He was hit that way.
All right, then I'll just teleport to them. Again, onto his back.
Right, you have 3 spells. This is going to be enough.
I still have Far Step up. Far Step's a spell that you can use multiple times. Concentration for a minute. That's why I used it to Naruto shit.
Okay. Actually, that means make me a
I already
concentration
I made my
check.
con check for the last one. I got a 14 for it.
Okay.
And I took what it was
Say it out
DC10.
loud, though.
Sorry, I completely forgot to.
Okay. Make another spell attack to attempt to land on them.
That will be a 21.
21. Okay, so you land just above them.
And second verse, same as the first. I'm attacking the glider again.
Okay. Make your attempted rolls with that.
So, is this counting as him for the hex attack or no?
No, this is the drow
Okay.
that has
So
it.
then that would be a 30 to hit for the first one.
Okay.
And that will deal 10 damage to it.
How are you rolling so much with a dagger?
A 4 plus 6. 10. It's also plus 5 more if I get a if it wasn't necromantic damage.
How are
Plus
you
1
getting the additional bonus
plus 1
damage?
because I have
Oh.
Hexblade stuff. Remember, I have the Pact of the Blade, Hexblade, plus the improved Pact weapons. Improved Pact
Hold
weapons
on.
gives you a plus 1 to all your weapons.
Yeah. Hex Warrior, proficiency with that whenever you finish a long rest. Touch one weapon you're proficient with. And that
Any
lacks
weapon
two.
George, it's on
Yeah.
the improved Pact weapon is the plus 1 to anything. And then
Yes.
the pact, not the pact boon. It's the one second. I'm just trying to remember. It's the pact boon. Not it's that. And also the hexblade, the hex warrior, and all that stuff. I can use it as a hex weapon.
Okay. And how many weapons are you allowed to have?
I only have one active right now. I can generate any weapon, right? This is one of my physical weapons, right?
I'm trying to find exactly where.
It's so.
Which.
One sec. It is. I'm just trying to remember where exactly it is.
You can touch one weapon that
Not-
you're proficient
George,
with.
George.
Yeah?
Pact of the Blade also allows me to create a pact weapon with the combination of creating a pact weapon and which one is it? The there's a thing I'll remember it now. I can't remember. Channel through a particular weapon. This is a different one. Oh yeah, no, the Hex Warrior one. Channel will through a particular weapon. Whenever you finish a long rest, you can touch one. You're proficient.
Yes.
Yes. And she would have channeled it into this one because that's the weapon she would have had used to for the celebration.
Okay.
And there's any weapon I summon using my Hexblade Pact and my Pact of the Blade stuff too. It also applies to.
Okay.
And then the second one to hit is a 27.
27, that will hit.
And that one's lower, but that is 8 damage to the glider again. And it should
Okay.
fall now.
Yep. Dominic is going to attempt to grapple you. Or to grab onto you.
All right, acrobatics versus athletics.
No. What'd you get?
26.
Yeah, no, he doesn't get that. So he is falling and is going to
How
attempt
high
to.
up are we again? We're like 2 kilometers in the air, you said, right?
You guys are at about 2.25 kilometers now.
Nice.
He's going to attempt to direct his fall back to the building, and he does. He starts falling directly back towards the building. The drow, on the other hand, because he is still technically in dim light, is going to actually, because he's falling, he's going to hold on to that, so he's just going to make an attack against you.
Isn't it daytime outside?
Yes. Yes, it is currently daytime.
So D8 for that then.
Yep. Well, already because he was falling.
Yeah.
So that was an 11. His second swing.
That one's missed.
His second swing is a 21
That one hits.
for 7 piercing.
All right.
15 necrotic, and 11 poison.
Well, Zilver's dead, guys.
Not again.
I'm unconscious. You also only gave me 1 attack when I was flying, whereas they're getting 2. I call bullshit. In the last episode,
Except-
you only said I got 1 when I was falling. And we were both...
And this time, though, even though you are technically free falling on them, you are still attacking twice with.
Because I was on their backs. Not free
You're still
fall.
technically free falling.
Hey guys, bye.
Also, you had a sniper rifle that has up to what, 500 feet
The
of range?
issue with that is I can only get 1 attack a round, and I can't make accurate of cutting the thing off. You know?
Yeah, but there was still plenty of distance where you could have just shot them to death.
Yeah, but I also wanted to do this. I have to do death saves after this, so let's see if I can manage to make it in 3 rounds.
Okay.
Because not gonna lie, it'd be hilarious if I managed to get awake and teleport back again using another
Actually,
spell.
it's dropped. Yeah,
If
so you'd have to
I
recast
mean,
it.
I have another spell for it, so...
Okay. Adria. Your turn.
She's over free falling.
I need this.
Again.
Because she's free. Falling.
I'm so glad that John was there.
Hey, I got to do a really badass thing. Hashtag worth it.
It wasn't.
Yes, Silver is a death magnet, Penny. You know this already.
I do.
It's because she always goes above and beyond duty. No one asked her to jump out the building. She just did.
Because no one felt that that was the best way
I mean,
to do this. But
Lilia said...
what does
get-
Adria do?
Lilia said,
Well,
get the motherfucker, so...
100 floors. No one would jump out a window.
Silver, why are you like this?
Hopefully the
How
children.
is that cute that you have a free fall? No!
Adria. Do you want to just drop out? We're just gonna drop out of initiative at this point. Zilvra, your next turn. Make a death save.
18, I pass.
18, that's 1 success. Dominic gets himself closer to the building, and you can... Actually, none of you are seeing this. Drow does his thing. Zilvra, your turn.
20.
At 20?
20.
Okay. You are awake,
So I was like,
and that was the end of your turn.
is that the beginning of your turn?
Yeah,
The death
again.
saves?
Oh, yeah, so, yeah, you are actually awake now.
All right, well, she's going to definitely start guiding herself to the building, and for now, that'll... for now, she's going to hold off on using her spells, so...
Okay. Dominic, hold on. Seeing that you're awake, is going to attempt a shot with his bow. He just drops his sword because he's got no reason to hold on to it right now. He's falling for his life. He
What kind of
shoots.
bow?
It's a short bow.
Does he even have range? Because he would have moved how many feet to get away from me?
320 feet. You guys weren't that far away from the building at most, so you're still within range.
But he had DA for it, at least.
From the free
From
fall.
the range. Or the free fall.
Nope. Not from the
He's
range.
a sharpshooter then. All right.
Yep. That is going to be a 15.
That matches. Fuck.
Okay.
And unfortunately, one second, hold on, let me just check something. It doesn't matter, George, how much damage you roll, remember?
Yep.
I'm
You
1
don't-
HP. 1 second. Let me check
I just
something.
felt like rolling.
Let me just check something quickly to make sure, because I'm not... Where is this thing? Come on. I'm not... Yeah.
You look like we should go downstairs.
You guys are just going down on an elevator.
Yeah, Zilver's unconscious again.
And he just guides himself. Him and the drow guide themselves closer to the building. Zilva, make
Death
a
save.
death save.
17. I pass one.
Okay. Looking down, he realizes he's got plenty of room. He's gonna try and take a pot shot at you.
I hope you know if he hits, Zilver's dead again.
No, that would only be.
2 failed death saves when you hit someone.
No, it's
it's
not
auto
an-
crit. It's auto
That's
crit.
only in melee.
Oh, it is? Okay. He
Yeah,
has DA
not
at
for
least.
ranged.
He has DA at least, so
Yeah, so that is going to be a 16 to hit.
that hits.
So that's one more failed death save. And they both guide themselves closer to the building. Zilfra,
Another save.
2 and 2. Beast
2 and
is
1.
loaded.
2 and 1, actually. I realize I haven't gotten a death save yet for that.
Oh, okay. So he is actually going to get up towards the building and just put his feet on it. It's a very smooth surface. However, he starts to slow ever so slightly. The drow is going to do the same and is not really slowing as much as just kind of keeping up with him. And both of them you can see are kind of angling their skate around the building.
All right.
Well, you can't see.
I can't
But
see
go.
shit.
You can't see shit, but
I can't see shit.
we ain't found shit.
Exactly.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 13, so Zilver is...
Stable until
Yep.
she hits.
Yup.
Oh god!
Hey, guys, you might want to give him Saver.
I'm on my way!
Hold on.
I'm the
Wait, you may have to actually start rolling for suffocation.
If I have to roll for it, then they do too.
Well, not at this point, but you may have to, depending on how far you end up falling.
I mean, we're falling down, so... And even when you're unconscious, you still do breathe naturally.
Yeah.
No, I know, but it's with the speed. If you fall calculator. Height in meters. That is going to be
Come on.
2500.
Properly, thank you, game. Hey, at least if I die, I go down like a fucking hero.
That's going to. It says it's only going to take you like 5 rounds to hit the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hey, you guys better get there quickly. Because Silver's about to go splat.
Look, I'm in the elevator. I'm going as fast as I can.
No, you aren't.
Just
That
so you
sounds like
know, these
Quitter's
are
talk.
just so you know, these are the Mass Effect 1 elevators.
I'm gonna say this, Cat.
I've never played Mass Effect.
Cat,
Look at
you're
that
not-
dude.
It means that they are slow.
Cat. To say this too, you're not going the fastest you possibly can. Zilver's already doing that.
Zilvra, to cut this short,
Because it's gonna be very short. Splat.
neither of you can get down there in enough time to either keep Zilvra from hitting the ground or revivify her. Zilvra, you are dead.
Ah, fuck me.
Since from a 2.5 kilometer fall, you are going to take enough d6's worth of damage to
I mean-
insta-kill you.
You have to. You might actually have to roll and check.
Technically the maximum
20
that
d6.
you can, 20,
20
Really?
d6 is the
20?
20 d6 is the max amount in 5e because it's stupid as fuck.
yeah, no, you're dead.
Yeah.
You're dead. I was gonna go, I think it's 100, so that's a minimum of 100 damage.
Yeah, it's in 5e it's 20 and it's the dumb it's because it's been I've learned this from one of my friends. It's from 2e where like at level 9 or 10 you have like 40 to 60 HP.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so you are dead. By the time you guys get down there, about
It's not ready.
20
Oh,
minutes
definitely
later,
not.
It takes you guys about 20 minutes to get down.
Oh God.
The area's already been cordoned off. Like, you guys are in the fastest elevator and still takes you a while to get down this huge edifice. And outside, the area's already been cordoned off by guards. And all you guys see is a messy stain on the pavement with some bits of fur and bone shards. It was nice having 3 players.
Ah.
Don't worry, George. My quest to keep continuously trying to kill myself is going well.
Need to check on a spell, but what are you two going to do?
Where are the other guys?
The other guys?
Yes, the other guys.
They
You
fell
don't
off the
see
building too. You know, the rock.
You don't see them.
No one got my joke.
I'm so fucking done with you right now.
Yeah.
I'm not proud. But you're also a monumental dumbass.
I mean, yeah.
I know this to be true, and I love you.
Hey, I make dumb decisions. It sounded. Hey, at least Silver once again died like a hero.
But that's not what we're supposed to tell your children.
Yeah.
Died like a hero.
You're 6 children.
9.
Oh, God, I have to help these guys.
Yep, you do.
You don't necessarily have to.
They've already been to my house. What am I going to do? Like, oh no.
Yeah, they're at your house whenever they can.
But you're not allowed in this house anymore. Right? Because your mother scorns me.
Let's see. You are going to need that. Which level spell is this? Is it? Yeah. You're going to need, at a minimum, Resurrection. Which is a 7th level spell. And just for giggles, let's see.
Pretty sure I can get.
Let's see. It also requires a diamond worth at least 1,000 gold.
Yeah.
I can get resurrection.
So, but what do you guys do? You've just gone down and you see what remains of Zilver's body.
And when you say what remains, you
Not
mean-
much.
Yeah, it's literally just a stain on the ground with a few tufts of fur and shards of bone.
I don't have a diamond one that much. Also, D&D Beyond won't let me add my one 7th level spell because I have 2 more spells than I should from fucking Magical Secrets, which is some bullshit. I'm just mad at time because one of those cows are in shock right now.
What does Adria do?
She's not even down there.
Oh yeah, because we were talking about Mrs. Stone. She's at the oh,
I don't know.
She doesn't even know. Oof.
oh,
Hey, Kat, you're gonna have to tell her.
Hmm.
Okay, just good. I just all I have to do is go down with 1,000 GP.
You're not even tell me.
I love the idea of Kat just not. Lilia's like, nope, I'm not telling her. This is just another death for Silver. I'm not telling her.
She doesn't need to. She doesn't need to see this. I just need to get my diamond, and I need to boot the silver panel, and it'll be all good.
Silver puddle.
That's basically what's there.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's just a really funny descriptor.
We need to put someone in a bubble.
Don't say that. She'll still find a way to kill herself.
This is why I'm reading this, so someone keeps me in check. Someone keeps me in check. This is fine. I just gotta. I have a smell for this. I just gotta get my diamond and my
Also, I'm gonna point this out. There's a faster way you guys could have gotten down by Adria using Wild Shape.
That is true.
That none of you thought of. Wild Shape, and I'm assuming, Kat, you have Featherfall, don't you?
Leave me alone.
No,
You don't have Featherfall?
no.
Or Dimension Door?
I have dimension door.
You know, you could have slid down the wall, Dimension Doored.
But how many times?
You just slide down the wall until you get within range and then Dimension Door down.
Yeah, because when you teleport, we are not. It's the whole thing of you teleport from point A to point B, but you don't teleport your momentum.
You don't portal. That'd be hilarious, though. Portal it.
Okay. I got the diamond, the 1,000 GP, and then my Gucci.
Possibly.
Possibly.
This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. I keep saying this is fine. Maybe I will actually believe it.
X.
So, Adria,
You're dead.
what are you doing upstairs?
I mean, I don't think
She
she could
won't
see
see
shit.
anything.
Yeah.
She won't be able to see anything.
I feel like she would be questioning the Dominic's date.
She
Okay,
know
what happened now?
she knows absolutely nothing about that. She only knows him as Dominic Alderia, a small-time artist, but mainly just a merchant who that's how she met him, was through.
Full-time asshole.
She has absolutely no idea about this.
Worst. I mean, siblings, am I right? I've asked Silver, but she's fucking dead.
You already know about Silver's sibling. At least one of them.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, you question her and it comes out she knew absolutely nothing about this. And she is incredibly mortified about the fact that she just brought someone who killed the queen. And is more worried about if she is going to be exiled or executed than anything else.
We'll see.
Yeah. Are there any like other servants uh, in the room?
Any what?
Servants.
Like Sana or
Yes, there still
John?
are a few more servants in the room.
Can I ask them what they know about the? I don't think we ever got a name for him, but the
Server.
the yeah, the Sobo that went that jumped out the window with Dominic.
Make a gather and for
It's not a.
sorry, an investigation check.
It's not a skill in this version, George.
Or you can make a persuasion check, whichever you prefer.
Probably she's not going to make a persuasion check because we both know she's not good at persuasion.
That's a 0. I get a 0 in persuasion. 14.
14. You talk with most of the servers, and none of them seem to recognize the one who had joined in with the attack. However, one of them comes up to you. I found this. Hands you a note. This was with the bag that he brought in. The only other things in the bag were some clothing, and that's it. The note,
Was it distinctive clothing or like something that you would see from the city or?
it just lower, just the same lower class garb. It's just very. He brings the bag over to you, and it's just low class garb that you'd see practically anywhere.
Okay.
The note is basic is an is a hit order for two separate targets. One is the queen, and the other is Lilia.
Oh,
For the queen, for proof that the queen is dead, the hit was for 80,000 gold, and for proof of and for the return of the Emperor's Mercy was another 50,000 gold. Proof that Lilia was dead was another 50,000.
Damn.
Holy shit! I'm gonna love me, please.
I mean, no, you're not individually, but you and your sword are.
Yes, I am! Let me have this!
And make me a history check.
okay.
I look for Rebel in that, but like that, she's just like, fuck.
I mean, Lily doesn't even know about it either.
Yeah,
No, she's
Lilia doesn't need to know anything about this. Just like Adria doesn't need to know anything about this.
I love the idea of them both coming to the same thing. They don't need to know about this and just not telling the other one.
9.
9.
fine.
You don't recognize the names of any of the people that this appears to be a note that was almost written as a reminder. You don't recognize any of the names that they have to turn any of these into. But one thing you so yeah, that's really all. You don't recognize any of the names.
Okay.
So what are you two gonna do?
To defend myself. diamonds. How much? She
1,000.
1,000 gold. And it has to be a single diamond worth that. Unlike Revivify, which can be just multiple diamonds worth up to 300 gold pieces.
This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Make me an investigation check. Also,
Excuse me.
this is gonna take hours to do. Adria, what are you gonna do while she's looking for jewelry?
Maybe
I don't know. It
19.
doesn't come. I'm sure she doesn't come back up.
She does not. You don't need to know about this. If she came up, she would have to tell you about this or attempt to lie about it.
I mean, it's not like it's hard to lie to Adria, but
I mean, actually, I could probably do that. If you guys want to do that.
yeah. Lying
Yeah.
by omission is the same as lying outright, so
Do you really want to lie?
yes.
But don't give me that face!
It's not Penny giving you the face, so it's fine.
So what do? You just go searching for the diamond. Do you go back and talk to her?
Oh. I hope you're preparing her back the best answer to the diamond. On that bench. She's a really fucked up finger. Kind of like your tail, I mean. Hey, you, hey, you can't die, because you like, you ever have a diamond with 1,000 GP, I would imagine like a million baht silver.
And then Adria goes, "What?"
Amy just looks at you.
Is Kat actually saying this to her, or no? Or is Lily actually saying this to Amy, or no?
No, that was that. And she tried to take Edie like, to the side.
Oh, wait, from Adria?
And really from Adria.
Adria, are you going to allow this?
I mean, Adria is she off collecting information?
Yeah, I might still be talking to people.
By
Oh, shit, this
by the time no, because it took 20 minutes to get down, 20 minutes to get back. You're done with your investigations at this point. You're currently looking at the paper as Lilia comes back in.
George is like, "You guys are interacting, god damn it."
I don't care if you lie to each other. I don't care if you deceive each other. Just do it to each other.
As long as you get the content, it's all that matters.
Yeah,
Spicy
follow.
content.
Is she what, Adria?
she'll follow.
Okay.
She just figures Zilla is just chasing the people again because
She's off chasing those assassins in the Great Sky Place.
So, Lilia, do you notice that Adria is following?
Okay.
I'm not sorry for this. This is George. This is the best content we've had in a bit. Admit it.
I'll do this. So, Amy, this is a lot to ask. But we need a diamond worth a lot so we can resurrect somebody.
How much does it need to be worth?
I'm just waiting for you to say 1,000. Oh, I got one right here. Hands you one.
I know that's a lot.
1,000.
I know.
I don't have one.
Well, you know, 100% of the shots that shit. Uh,
I do not think there's any one diamond in the whole city that's worth that much.
Why would we need a diamond like that? That's not what we're trying to do. It. She was attacked.
She's asking for a resurrection spell, was it?
I want to take Saga, so I'm very sorry right now. And I'm very much regret that at this moment.
All for the content, cat. I just pictured this as literally Lilia, just losing her shit.
Who do you need to resurrect? It wouldn't be one of the assassins. Why? I mean, it would be nice to know. Adria, make an insight check, please.
As if Lilia wasn't being super obvious here.
Lilia, make a deception check at disadvantage.
She's still probably gonna win. I get a 15.
15.
Oh, no, whatever I roll, I'm still gonna beat you at disadvantage because I have plus 15 to deception.
No matter what happens, it doesn't matter.
Wait, no, you could still roll a
Not
natural
one, but yeah,
because you're not reliable.
we already know this.
No, I didn't roll that.
Hey. Poor
So,
Lilia. Or more, poor Adria, I should say.
Adria, you're still not getting it. You're still not getting why she needs a diamond or a resurrection spell.
Oh, you poor sweet summer child.
Is it really important?
She runs on a hunting trip, and she hasn't been in contact with Rose. She's not okay.
George is just dying. See, George, I kill myself for this content. Again.
She's seen the assassins in the big old whatever the heck she's gone.
Make a deception check.
I mean,
Me?
is she
Yeah.
deceiving her? This is kind of the truth, just flowered truth.
It is, but you don't know that the assassins are dead or not. You didn't see anything about them.
I was normal.
Normal. However, Adria, it is starting to dawn on you. What happened?
32. She went to get the reception, and she hasn't been home in a few days. Shit, wrong. Seriously,
No. She'll be back in a minute.
Oh, poor Adria, she's gonna have PTSD from Silver dying so many times.
Serious?
That's,
This is what I was trying to avoid. Look, she's just, like a fish pond and Amy's, like, Silver's dead.
what?
Yeah, I miss my miss. And yeah, you don't hear shit. It's fine. It's fine.
But she'll be back in a minute.
She always comes back. Just make the joke you know you want to make.
wander towards the door, just like sit there. Like, I know she'll be back after she gets them.
Cut to immediately,
Cameras-
sitting outside of Pacino's, a dog waiting for its master to return.
I get it. Futurama, nice. Where's Silver? She's there and there and there.
Over there, and up there. So, you two are. Adria, in your grief, do you tell Lilia about the paper or no?
I think she's
Okay.
forgotten about the paper.
Just sitting at the door.
Get us back up.
She'll be back.
And Lilia, you've been told, and Amy does confirm this. After a little while, the people start to leave the party. After some of Amy's guard, of course, is interviewing each of them. But a few hours later, by the time it's just the three of you still in there, everyone else has gone. Amy has had it confirmed that nowhere in the city is there a diamond that valuable. You would need to head north to Carrick, where they have some of the deepest and strongest mines. Some people even say a gateway into the elemental plane of Earth. Or you're going to have to go out and somehow try to find one.
Oh my god, I have to deal with the bait. That we saw his kids younger.
Cat's just like, God damn it, Vex, stop it. And I'm like, no, never.
This is why we can't let you go alone anywhere.
It's dangerous. Hey, at least this time when we had our time skip, I didn't die. Just after it.
So what are your plans for after?
We can't see. We got her. The name. Yeah, the name.
You get a small amount of fur and bones.
Also, all of her stuff is still in the, not with her. I wasn't with her actually, but she jumped because that would have been left up in the room.
Yep.
She had on her?
She didn't have it, and none of her weapons are. Her daggers would have been, but aside from that, no. All of her weapon. Actually, George, this will require you to make a ruling here
Yes.
because she does have one other physical weapon, but it's her pact weapon. It's her hexblade weapon, the gun. That would be up to you. What happens? Would that still be in hammer space, or would that have been at her corpse?
No, you dropped it
But
inside.
But George, after I leave a distance or after a minute, it disappears.
Ah.
Because remember,
Okay.
it's the whole part of the hexblade stuff. So if it
Okay, that's stuck. It's
That's what I'm saying,
stuck in limbo. It's
yeah.
dissipated.
Yeah.
All of your weapons, because they were packed weapons.
only
And
one.
they
Well, she only had one physical weapon that was a packed weapon, except or actually no, that gun would have been stored. That's right, because she can make it using her thing, or she feasibly should be able to make that using her hexblade thing.
So, yeah, the only thing that was on you is the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
And even the dress you were wearing, even with what it was made from. Just the impact was enough to damage it
Yeah.
greatly.
So yeah, you just find her gun actually, or no, her gun would have. I'm trying to remember. Oh, whatever. You would
Actually,
probably. Yeah, 'cause that's the question. Because
the dagger itself, were you equipped with that, or was that just summoned from your pact?
that was her equipped. So
Okay, so it was an actual dagger?
yes, she would have had two daggers on her. One was her
Okay,
packed, one was her non-packed.
okay.
So you would find two daggers.
Two daggers, a ruined dress, and a few scraps of hair and bone.
Also, probably her ring and her veil. Actually, no, she wouldn't have worn her veil because that would look weird. But a ring, probably.
Yes, you do find a tiger's eye ring.
It's her lucky ring, guys.
Oh, I'm not so lucky.
Ah, what are you talking about? She's gotten plenty of cool shit from this. Also, I had someone on Twitter. Made a post. But if you stop doing stupid stuff, where's the fun in the game?
So, I think we may actually call it there tonight, as you all plan to go to sleep, or as the night descends upon you. Whether you sleep or not is mostly up to yourselves. However, you will have to decide where you're going to go and what you're going to do next. While you had been going to check on the Kitsune and go even farther south to check on Adria's Grove, you've now hit a bit of a bump where you may need to head back north in order to find the diamond you need, or to press on in hopes that at some point you can find it. So that's going to be all for tonight. Thank you all for watching, and
Let's do
hopefully,
some plugs first before
yeah.
we say the good nights, and we'll start with. Do you want me to do the rounding of it? So we'll start with you, George. What plugs do you
Uh,
got?
so for me, you can really just find me on Twitter or Archive of Our Own. Twitter is Verdict Garishmal. Archive of Our Own is just Verdict.
And at the end, I believe if I put it in the it's all of our Twitters can be found at the end card that I'll be putting
But
up.
other than that, I don't really have anything else going on.
All right, Penny.
No, I don't have anything.
Just check Penny out on Twitter. Posts a lot of Pokemon stuff now. And Kat.
Alright, so I recently got back from Comic-Con and Oregon, and now that I'm back, I'm getting started on making a big cosplay project.
Ooh.
So if you want to follow along and see that in Devon, and when I'm saying Devon, I mean Devon, then follow me on Twitter at Guamtool, or on Instagram at Herfan Twitter, and or you can just follow me because I usually post links to my Instagram to my Twitter. Yeah, I don't have anything else to plug about that right now.
All right. And I guess it's my turn here. Well, you can follow me on Twitter as usual. You can also find me back here on every Thursday at 4:30 p.m. EST for Retroverse Furry Road, where I play a character who has not died anywhere near as many times as Silver yet, but we can work on that later. And it has Uis on it, who is the artist for Retroverse. He's awesome. He's the GM for us. You can also find me on every other Friday on Scotty Hood's channel, which is in my friends list here, Scotty underscore H00D, playing Passion in another Retroverse game, where hopefully I'll get to play her again soon enough. And aside from that, also Facebook, or not Facebook, wow, why would I do that? On YouTube, you can just click on the Fractured Moon little emblem on our channel, and it'll bring you to our YouTube, where we upload all our videos every week, pretty much a day or two after the videos are live. So
you can relive the horror
Relive the entertainment.
again.
And again. You can catch 2 of Silver's 3 deaths on that, I think, actually, or 1 or 2. I can't remember. I don't know if we uploaded the video, the last ones, because we lost a bunch of them.
Yes, we did. I don't think you'll find one from the end of season 1.
So then, yeah. So this is Silver's 3rd death for anyone counting.
Yes.
But as you guys probably have seen, I'm playing music. That song is called "Further Investigation" by Techno Axe, and amazing music. I really enjoy it. I use both songs on. I use I use other songs on my other game too. So, would recommend if you ever need free music for this. And with that, thanks for watching.
Thank you. Have a great night, everyone, and
Night.
we'll see you next time. Hopefully, we will not kill as many player characters.
I mean, you can't kill many
Hopefully.
more. You can only double what you did this week.
No, if you come up with another one.
I'll
then-
watch. I'll find another way. Bye.